Let strength be granted so the world might be mended, so the world might be mended.
I figured y'all, just this once, deserved a proper bow from the Earl of Cloves. Alright, son, it's a brand new day. We're no longer mad at video games or tired, which was the main reason I was so cranky at the end of the last session. Well, that and I wasn't playing particularly well. But the two things are interlinked when you think about it. So here's what we're going to do. I don't really need to go back to the swamp. I don't need to kill the Dirty Colossus right now because the main reason I wanted to go there was to get this. I didn't even really show this off. The Large Sword of Moonlight, son. I can't quite wield it right this second. Or can I? I think it requires 24 faith, son. Only George Michael has ever been known to wield this weapon. But look how fucking cool this thing is. When we get this thing going, when we level up our faith, when we go to enough revival meetings at the church, everything will be A-okay, boys. You talk about discouraging words, when my grandma would say to me, Benjamin, they're having a revival at church this week. I'm like, oh, good God. Oh, good Lord. And she was like, I'm glad you're in the spirit. So what are we going to do instead? Now, I left like 12,000 souls when I died. But it gives Earl fucking Cloves 12,000 souls. I wouldn't bend over to pick it up. I wouldn't even have one of my many maids and wenches bend down to pick it up. Son, and I look for any possible excuse to do that. That's how little they mean to me. But we have souls we could eat in our inventory. Eating souls. It's going to be the next game in the series. The final boss will be Quina from Final Fantasy IX. I like to think Final Fantasy IX is like Superman in Seinfeld in that it somehow appears or is referenced in every Tenfey video, or at least every video in this series. Alright. I don't know how many souls we need to get to 24 faith, son. How many souls is it going to take to get George Michael to play at the Nexus, son? I promise it'll be sold out. And you're like, yeah, that's because there's like 8 people there. I'm like, and all fucking 8 of them want to hear Careless Whisper. God damn it. Okay, so roughly 8,000 souls, but we'll go ahead and round them up to 9 because it'll go up just a little bit each time. So if we had around 27,000 souls, we could get the rest of the way to that 24 faith. So let's just start eating, boys. Souls are like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Raziel would be the best spokesman for Pringles. Okay, storied heroes. Well, hot damn, the storied heroes themselves got us here. Guess that proves that they're better than unknown heroes. Son, where's the tomb of the storied soldier? Okay, cool. This lady can never make it through her fucking saucy limerick before I run away. Alright. I believe we've qualified to be called powerful. Ooh. That's right, ladies. My greatsword's made of moonlight. When my greatsword hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a moonlight. Now, the thing about the moonlight greatsword is its blade is comprised entirely of magic, son. Which means shields hold no power over it. We can just bleep blap through people's fucking shields. Only downside is if we come across any highly magic resistant people, it wouldn't do that much damage. Also, when you block with it, it gives you like 80% damage magic absorption. Good God, I wish a motherfucker would shoot a crystal soul arrow at me, boys. I'd yawn as I blocked it. Okay. So, I gotta get used to this weapons moveset because I've never really made a character based around using it. That's why I'm doing it now. I figured y'all could join me. So, R2s give big chops. Actually, we could one-hand it. I forgot it has no strength requirement because it weighs... Like, does it even have weight? It weighs... Oh, that's me looking at my own stats. I'm over there looking over Earl of Cloves, too. Which is less than the spear. Just saying. What is all this clinging and clanging going on up here? I'm trying to show the crowd at home how this sword works. Okay. In later games, you can sacrifice some of the sword's durability to launch a crescent wave, son. The most delightful shape of wave you can shoot. But in this one, you just do cool chops. Which means we could get a proper shield and finally become a shield boy. Ugh. My father, Earl of Cloves Sr., always told me that one day I was going to have to become a proper shield boy, and I didn't believe him, son. But here I am. Didn't we pick up a kite shield? I teleported a bunch of stuff to you. Did you get it? Did you have to sign for the teleportation? Okay. Deposit everything. I've got the keys like you read about in Keys Monthly. Son, their first issue had Captain Keys on the cover. Tanya Keys could also feature on there. She's from Mau Mau. All right. Let's see here. Shields. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, this fucking thing. So shield knights start with.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
There's something about the way the man says that. It's so unsettlingly earnest, son. Even Jim Varney couldn't look directly at him as he spoke. What are we doing? Shields. This fucking thing. 12 fucking strength. My God, what an investment. Just to hold that shield up. Boys, but we'd be so fucking... Our survivability. Tell you what, we're just going to go forward without a shield so flippantly and just see how we do. And if we can't help but get the dog shit kicked out of us, then I guess we'll finally equip a shield. And my father's ghost can finally be laid to rest. Very smugly. Since we've got all this faith, we might as well come over here and hang out with the miracle crowd, son. These are the people that worship the god, but spoilers, don't tell them. But the old one is the god. And like miracles are the same thing as magic. They get real fucking mad when you bring that up. Hey, shit dick.
Oh, you must be another disciple. I too am on a quest. May I share God's power with you?
I'm so confused by this man's appearance and voice. Like he's got the suit on that Keanu Reeves wore in Scanner Darkly that like keeps doing character creation randomization. Hidden Soul makes you secret. Now, Evacuate would actually be useful, but it's expensive. And do I even meet requirements? What do they tell you there? Okay, Heal. Antidote. Well, we wouldn't even have to eat the Royal Lotus. Let's grab this. Bam. Cool. All right. So Saint Urbain. They went there in the Shrine of Storms in the second level. And spoilers, some asshole, some bald-headed asshole with a big shield and a sphere pushed him down a hole, and then that guy ran away. What a crew. He's still sitting up there like he's eating his lunch on an old-timey gurner. Boys, that famous picture of them fellers on that skyscraper being built, like sitting there eating their lunch, I'd have been a nervous fucking wreck. I guess back then people just, they were steely, son. Had a bowl of nails for breakfast with no milk. Okay, Talismans of God allow men to cast magic, I've heard. Now if we want to use heal, we got to do like that. I mean, it'll save us some grass, I guess. Question mark. Anyway. Should we fight the Flame Lurker? The Flame Lurker hates magic, and my sword is made of magic, so which means I ought to fight the Flame Lurker. I could potentially be. I need a flame-resistant ring. I don't remember where you find one of those. Indeed. Could we beat the old hero? Probably. We need to go ahead and kill a fucking archdemon so we can go to the third part of Boletaria. Let's just go to the Tunnel City. Why not? When are we ever going to be in the area again? Son, I'm using my second and last purple monster energy to keep me fueled for this recording session. Yeah, you did a real good job killing me right there. That thing doesn't particularly care that this is made of magic, but I've got all fucking day to kill him. Yeah. You're still trying, and you're still doing such a bad job. Look at this fucking thing cut through these assholes like butter. Oh no, I'm the boy from Goblin Slayer episode 1. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is much fucking better than stabbing these fucking things to death over the course of fucking 2 months with a spear. Boys, howdy. Now, how does it actually cling against the geometry if it doesn't have physical mass? Miyazaki, you son of a bitch. You got me. You always do. That man was real overly dramatic about what just happened. Boom. I just had a good idea with vis-a-vis regards to our current equip load, but let's kill these men first. Remember, kids, before you go to have fun and play video games or play with your Matchbox cars, you gotta kill all the evil men in front of you. It's the responsible thing to do. Now the game feels like we're playing a survival horror game, but we've unlocked, like, the secret, like, overpowered weapon you could get. It lets you one-shot all the enemies. Somebody mod this fucking thing into Resident Evil 4. Okay, here was my bold idea. We'll take our Talisman of God and equip it somewhere else. And now we could put this Blessed Mace over here. Does that make a Sacatators roll? It does not. Okay, now we just keep that in our offhand and we'll just have HP regen. You're like, that seems like the Cling Ring or the Abjugator Shield with more steps. And I'm like, somebody's going to get laid on the Dark Souls wiki. Aish. Alright, I very rarely actually go through this zone because you can just go over there and fall down a series of platforms and land near the boss. But I'd be cheating us. It's like using the warp whistles in Mario 3, son. You're only hurting yourself. Mario 3 is a good video game. I once implored my friend Tommy to join me in playing it for the Tenfey channel. Whew. And he gave a non-committal, and then disappeared. And it was the last time anyone ever saw it. I should probably have some kind of good grass on my bar today. Not that the crescent grass isn't good, heaven forbid. Hey, guess what I got? This fucking thing. And guess what fucking kills you? This fucking thing. Haha, yeah, I hear you chortling and laughing. Why don't you laugh in hell? We're getting all the officials clothes. Well, we got to try that on. We're an official. We're the Earl of fucking clothes. Oh, it's got purple. That's a fucking vest for... He dropped that! If he... That thing should be stretched all to hell. His gut was spilling out of it. Okay. My God, look at us. Yeah. There's no fucking way. I can't get away with not wearing this. Now, the Earl of Clothes. The only thing left, I'm tempted. You can actually change your character's appearance in this game. I'm tempted to give him a more regal hairstyle. But I don't know. One of the things that makes the Earl of Clothes so beloved among his township is like his down-to-earth approach to hairstyling. He doesn't need like a ponytail or some of them curls or, God fucking forbid, a powdered wig. The Earl of Cloves does the same thing we all do. He walks in the bathroom in the morning, he wets his hands and like runs them through his hair, and he does that a couple of times, and then he just brushes it the best he fucking can and goes on with his day. Son, I'm not saying it's the most professional way to brush your hair, but it is how I do it. I haven't had a haircut since January of this year, boys. My hair's become long and curly. When I go out, I wear a hat And it makes me vaguely resemble my little YouTube avatar. Except I have a burly beard. And my hat isn't red. Ah. You thought you were fucking hot shit busting out the ground thinking Kevin Bacon was up here and you were going to bite him on chicken ass. And God forbid Reba McEntire would be standing up here. But no. It was the Earl of fucking Cloves. Could you not hear my regal visage as my royal purple cloak drapes behind me? Okay, this guy is a grade A ragamuffin, son. Ne'er-do-well's too good a turn for him. He too got smoked. Son, we may have actually become powerful. I was joking earlier, but then it became real. It's like an April Fool's joke item on a website. Large sharp stone. Didn't we need that to upgrade our spear? I mean, we're still going to carry that spear around with us because there's instances where you need to poke shit. And there's nothing better for that than a spear. The pokey little puppy would agree. Okay. Well, look at you, doll face. Where the hell you going? Oh. God damn, that's satisfying. 3 clean chops. We'll take you through. My phone bleeped and blooped, which means I'm probably about to be pissed off. Give me just a moment. It's the opposite of being pissed off, boys. It's a picture my friend Sean DeRoos sent me showing that he found one of the 4 packs of the Purple Monster Energy in another Food Lion in a local town. God bless that man's heart. He's got a secret heart of gold, y'all. You don't understand. I know you've watched the old Tenfey Bad News Baseball, son, and you've probably listened to at least Silent Hill. And hopefully you've also listened to when we play through Aria of Sorrow, son. They're all Sean DeRoos classics, and you've probably got this mental image of him as being so petulant and arrogant and blusterous, son. But the fact that he found an unhealthy energy drink for me, it absolves him of all sin. Anyone who's watching this as their first Tenfey playthrough, just know that the confusion you're experiencing now never truly alleviates. Even I can't quite comprehend the Tenfey experience. Maybe someday the Tenfey historians, when they can all put aside their differences and come together and combine their knowledge, only then could we get the true picture. You're lucky that I'm the boy from the first episode of Goblin Slayer, you piece of shit. Oh, look at that. I might be the sword boy from Goblin Slayer, but you're that fucking mage girl. Oh no! 'Twas a trap! Oh, I actually didn't know that they were running towards me. Little do they know that I have a big fucking glowing magic sword. What are y'all doing getting hyped up? Fuck you! Oh! What were y'all doing down here in your drawer tail, huh? So, 'twas something saucy happening? Is that why y'all got up with sticks and came running to hit me? Oh no, she rolled me into her husbando. I do like that these two form a nice couple, son. You don't see stuff like that in Souls games often. Oh no, roll away. Roll away, I say. The only reason they pose any threat at all is there's 2 of them. Just like Abby and Abby's sister. Son. Boom! Oh, what's that? A shield. It's fucking adorable. Can you fucking believe that? How am I ever going to kill you when you've got that big fucking piece of metal you can hold in front of you? Yes, sir. Oh, and then there was one. Greetings, milady. How do I bow to milady? Oh, here we go. Madam, it'll be quite the honor to whip your ass today. Earl of Cloves with a magic sword in the mine shaft, son. That's from the advanced sequel to Clue that not many people know about. They combined Clue with, like, Hero Quest. You know you'd play it. Once again, I mean, she actually hit me. She almost brought me down, son. Her strength and independence were almost high enough, but not high enough to stop the Earl of Cloves. One doesn't simply put on a spiky club and bind their titties with an ace bandage. And get one over on the Earl of Cloves. I guess if you did have to wear something else with your metal greaves and gauntlets, ladies, doing that thing that warrior ladies do where like they bind their chest with what looks like a bandage and then they don't wear anything else over it. It's A+ luck, boys. I'm going to get the most ladies fucking laid after they watch this playthrough and follow all my advanced tips. So you'll notice there was an ass load of crystal lizards. I don't really actually need any more upgrade materials. I want to upgrade this blessed mace and this crescent falchion because they increase the regen rate. And if I can, I'd like to max out my spear just to show that even when I wielded this magic sword, I still was a imitation dragoon boy at heart. But the Moonlight Greatsword needs colorless demon souls to upgrade. And they're very rare, but I know we can score a couple of them. Son, don't worry, I got a couple of... I put a couple of colorless demon souls in a Ziploc bag and hid it in the back of my toilet, son. For just such an emergency. Alright, we all are going to have to be careful in here because we can really only chop when we're not under a low ceiling like that. Son, I'm telling you, the Goblin Slayer is so disheartened watching this. They put those there so you'd run forward and die. That's awful. That's like reversed OSHA came here. What is reverse OSHA? AHSO. AHSO? AHSO. The Alliance of Harming Stupid... No way, I did that completely wrong. This place... Oh, that was a bomb. I see. Even the Earl of Cloves can be caught unawares from time to time. I still can't get over how fucking regal we've become. It's like we job class upgraded in fucking Final Fantasy 1. It's like we got the best rat tail and then went back to Bahamut and was bragging to him about it. And he's like, nice, bro. I'm going to class upgrade you. Ooh! Oh, well, look who had an advanced 3-hit combo. Look who's a fucking top-tier character in Street Fighter. Fucking piece of shit. Not that I'm angry. Let's cast a healing spell. He gets so pumped when he heals. Son, who could blame him? If I could cure my wounds with some sort of magical essence that I summoned forth, I'd get pretty fucking psyched too. So I believe is it Faint Stone that upgrades, or is it Clear Stone that upgrades to Faith weapons? And then there's the Moonlight Stone, I believe, upgrades the Crescent weapon. I believe if we rescue Saint Urbane, look, there's Patches over there waving at us like an asshole. Let's see what he's got to say. God bless his heart. He's just a scrappy little feller. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good God. A lot of Patches. What have they done to you? My boy. Look at how they massacred my boy. Ah. He's got the Agitator shield and a spear, son. He knows how to min-max.
Fool. You're not mad like the rest, are you? Well, what jolly travelling companions are we, eh? Pleased to meet you. Call me Patches. Oh, see that treasure over there? Go on and take it. My gift to you, just to show that we're friends. Phew, I'm glad to meet you. These soul-starved imbeciles will drive you mad.
Well, what an amicable, trustworthy fellow, boys. I love how he just stares at you with a big shit-eating grin. What a piece of shit. We gotta get him in the thumbnail. Okay, look. This is good framing right here, boys. We're gonna win a Pulitzer with these fucking YouTube thumbnails I've been crafting. The Duke already looks quite skeptical. Look at the foreshortening or whatever it's called. Son, the rule of thirds has never been followed so perfectly as it is. Alright. Let's see. Well, we can't. Yeah, I guess we can make that disappear. You can turn your coronet off. Also, we can become invisible. Patches is like, well, you were a fucking ghost the whole time, you piece of shit. The only thing I hate more than cleric is ghosts. Oh yeah, I forgot. We go to sadness right away. That's, I mean, it's a cliche, but that's a YouTube thumbnail right there. And him holding the Moonlight Greatsword while he's doing it makes it all the better. Yeah, we've definitely, that's it. There's no getting around it. Changing his expression doesn't really matter because all we can see is his teeth. And having him like that changes the thing from like the exasperated like Jean-Luc Picard like hand on the face. It changes it to something else entirely, like he's laughing like a maniac or something. It's crazy. So, okay. That's the line right there. The intensity. The intensity of what? His expression? Oh, it just made his mouth open very creepily. Huh. You can make him look around. Really? More field of view? Some PC gamers are like, hot damn. Finally, Tenfey learned the truth about the field of view. Oh, we got to be careful. The rule of thirds needs to be maintained. There we go. We could put a filter on it. So for ye old Instagram. You know Patches would have a ye old Instagram. Black and white, I kind of like it. Ugh. Nah. Oh, you could turn on the filter and then be like, I want it to always be like that. I want it to always be like I'm in hell. Alright, I'm not going to do anything with any of that because that's fucking ridiculous. Son, Tommy, talk about being blessed. When he looks at his hard drive to see why 9 terabytes of it have been used up and sees my collection of award-winning thumbnails. Once again, it was glottal error. I didn't get the clamp. Imagine how brokenhearted he is watching me walk up here and kill this fucking thing. Well, you've just got a big HP bar, don't you, buddy? Yes, sir. Well, I've got all fucking day, boys, to hack and slash your bugbear ass and send you down. I'm just a chopping. Son, I might as well compose a symphony because I'm chopping. It's a Chopin joke. Oh no, they blow up! I remembered at the last second. Good God. I think we just had a Tenfey moment. I'm going to need Crescent Moongrass, a heal, and a Blessed Mace to get me through this. Oh, the heal was powerful. Oh, I have a shitload of faith. I forgot. I've got the best of George Michael and its sequel, the other songs of George Michael that weren't quite as good as the first one, but we still like them. It's the perfect 2-disc collection. Alright, Patches. Let's me and you have a 1-to-1.
You're no joke, are you?
Son, he realized that we're the main fucking character. What gave it off? The fact that I'm dressed regally, son. I got more coats than Muhammad Ali, and I dress so viciously, son. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. If Patches starts acting up, then you take his friend. He doesn't have any friends in this game. Technically, Grey Rat is his friend in Dark Souls 3, but this is neither here nor there. Oh, he doesn't even like grovel or anything like he does later, or like try to bribe you. He's just like, good God, you fucking killed him. The club. I mean, it's not a bad weapon. The barbarian starts with it. Okay. I guess that's all the Patches time we get. The Raggedy Man is down here somewhere too. Not Raggedy Ann. The Raggedy Man. There's like this Raggedy Ann and Andy cartoon movie, and oh, there's the flame resistance ring that we needed from earlier. The only thing, okay, wait, we've got the fragrant ring on, don't we? No, the sodding ring. God damn it. Oh, it's so far out of my way. I'm hoping the crow will take these spare rings I've got. This place looks kind of pretty. But I don't know if I'd go so far as to say as it qualifies for a right smart pretty status, son. I'm not just going to hand those out lightly. It really will be hard to go back and play the original after playing this one because it does look really nice. I'm not usually a graphics focused guy, but I appreciate a good aesthetic, son. Especially that aesthetic. Imagine I'm tilting down my sunglasses. I wish that ass was still current. Son, it used to be all the time. You'd see it on the internet and you're like, ah, the good times. The dad ass times. Not anymore. I miss when memes were wholesome. Boom! Okay, so you crowd are going to take probably 3 hits. 3-hit champs. Let's shoot a magic bolt at one. Ah. We could preemptively hit them with 2 magic bolts. And then come swinging. Okay, we did 178 one-hand in this thing. Okay, so it does do more damage from being two-handed, even though it's technically not a physical weapon. You have to face the physical weapon. If you get double dared in Double Dare and you can't answer the question, then you have to fight. Fucking Earl of Cloves comes out with this sword equipped, and you and your sister and your mom and dad have to fucking fight him. Remember Double Dare. Those kids were so terrible at that obstacle course. Boys, you can't find that little red flag anywhere in that big ice cream sundae. Really? Mark Summers could walk over there yawning and pull it out of there. Didn't he have like, or doesn't he have like OCD? Or is like a germaphobe or something? I'm not trying to be disparaging. I just think it was genuinely interesting to find that out, considering he was on Double Dare and often got at least somewhat messy. So that's how you can tell that man's professional. Oh, I remember that you blow up this time. Dragonstone shard. Dragon. Got the Dragonstone shard. Ooh. The Dragon Ball Z, like North American Toonami opening, will get you fucking pumped. I understand Chala had Chala's like more grand and adventure-y and is honestly, you know, the much superior song. But I'll never choose it over Dragon. Rock the Dragon Ball Z. Boys, you talk about being hyped. I'd be sitting in school all day, son. Just staring straight ahead with that song playing in my head. Until I finally got home and it came on Toonami. And then I was fucking done. Those fucking things can fly? That's me doing that meme that the kids like. From the Star Wars. Okay. You could actually just kill him with magic, too. Old Southern man. He didn't mention it in his guide to fighting these things. But if you brought it up in the comments, he's like, well, yeah, I reckon you could shoot them with magic. I just thought when you were watching Old Southern Man's Guide, you had a little bit of integrity. Well, let's just kill these things with magic because they're so awful to be near. That's me doing my impression of Lord Voldemort talking about the Muggles. I'm throwing the most pop culture references. That's my new tactic on the Tenfey channel. Spew pop culture references, son. We call it the Deadpool tactic. The fact that I called it that is in itself a Deadpool tactic too, son. I'm in too deep. When are they going to do the Deadpool Tenfey crossover comic? Who would you get to write and draw that comic? I'm not a comic guy. I don't really know any of these people. Any of you comic buffs, when they inevitably do the Deadpool Tenfey crossover, who would be your dream team to create it? Well, I've got to have whatever that fucking useless piece of shit item is, my god. I know... Oh, wait, I need to keep this mace equipped so that I can't help. See? I'm trying to properly min-max, Chief. I know you're watching. But this is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you think the Tenfey fans want. Do you think the Chief is out of touch? You, the Tenfey fans, leave in the comments while you're smashing the like button. And that bell. Who knew that the Tenfey tries to become a true self-shilling YouTuber arc would have so many great moments in the end? You're lucky that the wooden boards can stop my magic sword. It's the only... No, well, he decided that he couldn't fight me fairly where I was protected behind world geometry. So he jumped off a cliff. This area makes me think of the Death Mountain area in Breath of the Wild. Wasn't I playing Breath of the Wild at some point? Maybe I should do that again. Alright, you crowd need to be targetable so I can shoot soul arrows at you. Never thought I'd meet the day where the enemies in a Souls game would openly cheat. And you know what they say? Your enemies in the Souls game are just a reflection of the Miyazaki that designed them. Hey, Patches. Were you hiding a secret shortcut the whole time, you piece of shit?
You're no joke, are you?
He somehow talks without his teeth ever coming apart. Alright. Lava land. How quickly would you die if you fell into lava like that? Hopefully, I assume you wouldn't even feel like any pain because it would just destroy like your nerve endings before anything could even happen. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Was that reassuring? That's like if I was your dad and in the middle of the night you were like, Dad! No, excuse me. Well, I even do that. I'm your Uncle Tenfey. So you're like, Uncle Tenfey! And I come in there, fucking half asleep, one eye cracked slightly open, fucking scratching the small of my back, and secretly scratching my ass. I'm like, what is it? And you're like, I had a scary dream about lava. I'm like, you ain't got to be scared of lava, boy. Because if you fell in lava, your nerve endings would be obliterated so quickly you wouldn't even the sensation of it. Son, it'd be like getting in a warm bathtub, and then you go to hell. Good night. And I just turned the light off and shut the door. That's our newest Tenfey character. Reassuring midnight. Reassuring midnight Uncle Tenfey. It would be an action figure variant you could get. Just calmly around. Calmly walking around in the video game and hearing the footsteps like that, like, is very relaxing. Whenever I watch a Kid Guru video, was that his name? The guy that just shows Easter eggs in video games. He doesn't really do like voiceover. Well, look, a shade heater shield, son. We could throw mad shade at folks. You only want 11 strength to block shit. Well, what makes it a shade heater shield? Well, if we do have to become shield boys, I guess we'll use that one. Well, look at you hanging out down here. Son, do you get a lot of business on the lava docks?
Hello there, souls.
Now, why don't the enemies kill him? I guess he's so weak that they feel bad. Even the enemies are like, I don't want to fight this guy. Do we gotta? Okay. How many of these are we up to in our... Okay, we ought to have enough to level that damn spear up, so I shouldn't have to buy any. Daggers could prove quite useful if you level her up enough that she can cast Eidolons before those clown boys rip them out of her body. It was a good Final Fantasy IX reference. The only bad part of it was it required me to refer to her as Dagger, which I normally never do. Your name is Garnet. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Let's do it. That's your Tenfey voice pack. If you're making an indie game and you need like a different series of voices that are like when you confirm an action, feel free to isolate that audio and use it. Real fucking mature if I snot the ground like that. I am so fucking glad that we have this sword and that it does good damage, at least right now. Talk about turning my frown upside down. That's the secret in a Souls game. It's the same thing in the Binding of Isaac. Like, the game's only fun when you get powerful. If you walk in your first item room and it's like chocolate milk, good God, I don't care what kind of winning streak you're on, you just reset. So the bugbears like hatched out of these things and the worms hatched out of these things? Is that the environmental storytelling I'm getting? Where is Vatty when I need a high-end fan fiction? Alright. What if in a super ironic twist in the future Vatty himself becomes one of the Tenfey historians? It'd be too meta. Not even Dan Harmon could tolerate the madness of it. And that man made Community. And some cartoon that I don't think anyone watched. Can I even swing this fucking thing in here? It looks like... what's that? It looks like we might have to become Sphere Boys for a little bit. Oh, I can see the smug look on the Dragoon ladies' faces right now. They're like, I'm just imagining the Dragoon lady leaning over with a real sly grin. And she's like, you like spheres, don't you, Tenfey? Not that I'm thinking of any Dragoon lady in particular, you know, I'm just saying. Well, you're real resilient. And magic don't hurt you. Okay, after that whole thing about spears, I've got to re-equip this weapon so that I can walk it. Because I think I could swing it in here. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Wah. Ho. Hi. E. So. Jin. Slice. Run away. Run away. Run away if you want to survive. I bet you weren't expecting an award-winning Real McCoy cover right there. If I don't get copyright claimed on this video by whoever owns the right to Real McCoy's music, son, it'll be a miracle. Hey, you look like you're having a real good time in here. And I'd hate to be that guy. But I need you to come out here so I can fucking murder you with this magic sword. This sword of mine glows with a magic power. It tells me to slowly chop you to death. We should put water veil on because these fellas are fiery. Ooh. I always forget to get sopping fucking wet before I fight these things. Chop! Oh, beg pardon, sir. I meant to say chop! Sorry, I can't say any more power rune names like I did when I was fighting the last one. Well, he's not even fighting back. I'd almost feel bad if I didn't know that deep down he's a piece of shit. He tried to poke me with a proboscis. I knew it. If me and him were in the back seat of the car, I'd be like, Mom, the lava bugbear keeps trying to poke me with a proboscis. And Dad's like, knock it off, you two. No proboscis back there. I'll turn this fucking car around. Bugbear greens. What does that give you? Fire resist? I missed the red bug pellets. Or are they the same item? Yeah, look at that. I could use that, or I could cast a magic spell and become quite damp. Hello? Is there anyone? Oh, there is someone. Oh boy. You're guarding like a shitload of crystal lizards. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna come here and obliterate these, well, at least one of these fucking things. You're real fucking smart, aren't you, buddy? Hanging underneath a low ceiling. Okay. And now, you this one. It would probably be faster to R1 spam them. It's just, you gotta have horizontal clearance for that. So, and you gotta get the city to approve it. It's like, man, the city ain't never gonna give you a permit to swing that magic sword around in here. Not unless you fucking know what palms to grease. They're trying to tempt me into kind of becoming a real boy again with this stone of ephemeral eyes. And I don't really care about... What is the tendency here? I guess I haven't died here in human form. So, if we beat the next boss, we should be able to get the Dragon Bone Smasher. Which sounds like a move Cammy from Street Fighter ought to do. This is like a lava river. Even if I can become super moist, I ain't going in there. Fuck that. Alright. It's going to take a minute. But really, it's the only responsible thing to do. The chief would have my ass if I ran out there and started running around in that lava trying to kill these fucking things. So y'all read any good books lately? I know I've mentioned it before, but the last good book I read, and spoilers, the last actual book I read. Why am I not hitting you anymore? What is happening? But it was House of Leaves. I liked it. I'm not saying it's the best book ever written or anything or scholarly like that. I just had an interesting time reading it. Okay, I think I can finally start chopping these fucking things to death. Yeah. Boys. Ooh. Ah. Show me your moves. Yes! Alright, buddy. Oh no! Does the explosion still gonna hit me? And I forgot that they blow up again. Can you believe it? You're like, yes. Oh no, they can leap at you. Aggressively. They're like ferrets. Oh, right now, mister. I don't know what's the meaning of all these new techniques that you kind of never used before. You must be some sort of great sage amongst the lava bugbears to know all these ancient forbidden fighting styles, son. But I am a nobleman with the most noble of weapons, a magic sword. Can't get no nobler. A gushy sound came out of my controller. I remembered that they blow up. Just like a velociraptor, I too can learn. I want that. Napoleon Dynamite Lady. Give me strength to grab this item without dying. Okay, good, we did it. I thought I would take a bunch of fire damage. Fire damage? I've got a ring that makes me take less of that. I won't regenerate magic, but that's okay. I've got fresh spice. Send to storage. The burrower armor. I see. Interesting. I can't. I was trying to get re-moist. I was like, excuse me, do you have a powder room where I might re-moisten? You gotta use magic if you're playing Demon Souls, kids. Don't get peer pressured into melee only if you don't feel comfortable. So it's time for the Tenfey Says part of the video. So, being scared to use magic spells in a Souls game is no good. Whew. Okay, I think we can get that item. Give me that good shit, baby. Oh, no, I got to send it back to the thing. Okay, hold on. Now that we know that we've got to send it back to the thing, we don't have to get as startled this time. Oh, go to the shit. Dragonstone chunks. Hot damn. Okay, good. We're burning through resources, but that's okay. Hopefully, what's his name? Harold and his wife Margaret, or Henry? Is it Henry and Margaret? He's like, gee whiz, Margaret, he's eating crescent grass like it is fucking orange Tic Tacs. He took his fragrant ring off. He's gonna use up all of his spices, Margaret. They're too valuable to use. She's like, Henry, honey, you know they don't cost nothing at the vendor. He's like, yeah, but every soul he spends, he gain levels. Get more stamina. I'm so glad that they got adopted into the Tenfey canon. Which, once again, the fact that I'm about to explain the Tenfey canon makes it itself part of the Tenfey canon, because I've talked about it before, I believe. But it's like the sci-fi weapon on my spaceship. It fires. You put the soul of a returning Tenfey character into it, and you can fire it. It's like the Little Tail Bronx guys that made like Solo Tarobo and Tail Concerto. They were like working on another game where you like had a tank and you could fire like the souls of like orphans out of it or some horrible shit. I was like, good God, you crowd went from lighthearted to edgy so quick. I need to play Tail Concerto someday. I have it on my PlayStation Classic. Don't ask me how it got there. Wink, wink. Imagine I'm tapping the side of my nose. I'm like, son, keep it on the DL. But I've got good games on my PlayStation Classic. Oh yeah, explosions. Son, talking about Tail Concerto gives me carte blanche to link the I Want All the Waffles animation in the anchor post of this video. Oh no, I bet that's the dragon sword. I got to send it to Stockpile Thomas. It'll be hot and spicy when he gets it. Muy picante dragon swords. No, stop! What did I do? I accidentally opened the menu, but I think I sent it. Yeah, I did. Good. The fucking items in this game are like the unsent in Final Fantasy X. You know, Lady Yuta comes to do the dance, and they're like, oh shit, boys, let's cheese it. She's trying to send us to the far plane. There it is, the dragon longsword, and it's already +1. So that weapon just does fire damage, I believe, or it does fire and physical, but it has no stat scaling, kind of like when you enchant a fire weapon in most of the Souls games. So, I mean, it'll be fun to carry around. It'll be useful in the swamp area when we go back, because that crowd fucking hates fire. Of course, I don't know how they're going to react to this fucking magic sword either. This is like the only game where it scales on faith, you'll notice. This room don't seem ominous at all. I can't even pick up Argites of Guidance, son. I'm fucking loaded down with all shitty items. Well, you know, I've got to have that one too. That man died so that I might loot it off of his corpse. You can see why most people skip this part by falling down that pit at the beginning of the stage. But, I mean, I think we've had a much more gooder time. How fucking long is this tunnel to get to that man to pick up that item? Damn it. We're here at the tunnel where people fall down from up there. So one of them side tunnels took us to that piece of shit. I don't care. Remember, we're on borrowed time on this PS5. Eventually, Tommy's going to run out of daily quests in World of Warcraft, and he's going to want to actually play this fucking thing. Wait a minute. I was sitting here contemplating whether I should take fall damage when I forgot, like the fool I am, that we can become Namely and Pamely. Simple ring with a cat engraved in the seal. Though it decreases damage sustained from high falls, you cannot expect mere thing. Okay, so it's saying don't jump off fucking Eiffel Tower or some dumb shit. The fucking French police, they'll be there. They're like, another dumb asshole has jumped off the Eiffel Tower. Ho ho! They get le shattering and think they are Namely and Pambly. And then the fools throw themselves off le Tower Eiffel. Ho ho! In all of my days, I never witnessed such foolishness. Okay. I guess we'll just go fight the Flame Lurker. I mean, maybe I won't be bad at fighting him. Maybe I'll just beat him in one try. It's not impossible. It's the first time you've ever spit out your drink because you started laughing at one of my bold claims. You're like, wow, a Tenfey video finally made me laugh for once. And it was only in mockery and derision. Does that count as a recurring Tenfey character? The one guy who's always making like sassy, sarcastic comments. Play through the lava pain, son. I don't know what Greystone upgrades, but goddamn we ain't got some of it. These should be the hands of God. The legendary Big M once fought dragons with his bare hands. But the Blacksmith brothers each carry one of the hands of God. Are they, in fact, descendants of the legendary Big M? Is the Flame Lurker their father? Find out on today on Maury. I went from being Batty Vidya to being a daytime talk show host. What you hiding behind, you big vertebrae, huh? Stone of Mirage, you thought I wouldn't find it. Okay, what's the plan for this piece of shit? Definitely fire resistance ring. Don't even have the crescent grass on here. Go just spec full good shit. I guess that's the one thing if we fuck up too much. You lose too much grass. You lose all that grass and it's your ass. That's what the chief told me. He's like, you squander all that high level grass and it's your ass. I ain't gonna watch you eat 25 fucking crescent grass while fighting a flame lurker. Alright, here's the thing about this guy. He's always angry and he never calms down. It's the two things that he lives his life by. On one hand, he's got tattooed always angry, and on the other hand, he's got tattooed never calm down. And then across his chest it says born to be pissed. His attacks do like a fiery explosion, so don't be there when he does that. Roll around him a lot. Get some slices in. Hopefully this sword will fuck him up enough that I won't even have to bother. The only spell I'm going to cast is Water Veil. You can cheese him with soul arrows, but my magic's not high enough. I don't trust my soul arrow cheese. Son, it's been out in the fridge too long. It's gone funky. Well, ain't you fucking pleasant? Well, I rolled, but I didn't do it good enough, apparently. Alright. Oh! That's good damage. Alright. The floor can hurt you. Remember Spoonie's words. I ate a good grass. Don't Don't tell the chief. Okay. Let's try not locking on and see if it helps us evade him better. Nope. Nothing can help you because he's horse shit. I ate the grass quick enough to not die. I out-ate the pain. Eat the pain away. Okay. Grass me up, baby. Ooh. Alright, shit, Lord. See, it's not fair that that hitbox can hit you when you roll to the side. Already I've resorted to accuse the enemy of cheating. Wet me. Oh! Oh! Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Alright, we got outside of the attack range that time. I rolled into his crotch. It's his greatest asset. Ooh, can't you get fucking hung on something? And leave me the fuck alone. Piece of shit, fucking flame lurker. Pow! Right in the asshole. That's where I always put my magic sword. Mike 5 from Miami called. He said he couldn't possibly have shoved his magic sword in your ass. I'm putting a lot of faith, literally, in this mace healing me up. But it's not cutting it out, is it? Lake Moon Grass! Ooh! No, why did you turn around, Earl of Cloves? Why? That could have been the double. Mark Ritsu himself would have liked the video, but we threw it all away. I don't like how you fucking run away from me, by the way. I like how I begged to have him leave me alone, and then the moment he's not near me, I'm like, what a piece of shit. The Earl of Cloves might be a tad bit bipolar when it comes to being mad at enemies. He's not happy that I did that. Let's go on the offensive. Let's go on the defensive. No, it hurts. It hurts so bad, Chief. Alright, what do we learn? We learned that fucking boss is a big piece of shit and I hate him. This fucking song and dance again, Crystal Lizard. We both know that I'm too good at video games now. Oh no! He knew my one weakness is that I'm secretly not good at video games. I'm like King in One Punch Man. Okay. We gotta do this song and dance again. Pow. Pow. Okay, yes. You used the one time I was at a disadvantage against me. Congratulations. Everyone thinks you're super neat. I guess we'll make one more attempt on him before I don't have enough grass to justify it. Let's preemptively put our cat ring on before we gotta fall down this thing. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Hey. Bye. Alright. Oh, I hate when they use cooperation and teamwork because it's not real cooperation. They just happen to attack when I'm attacking the other one. Son, it's not like they all got together and planned that shit out. It's an attack of opportunity. There we go. The weapon makes a satisfying chop. Son, that'd be me if I was doing the blue steel Moonlight Greatsword demonstration, son. Showing off all the cool shit you could do. And just hoping that Nanners was secretly watching. He took that like a fucking champ, boys. There was a big controversy because you'll notice up there we have a little cat icon under our health, which is adorable. But in the original game, it was an actual picture of like one of the developers' cats. And the fact that they changed it, people were outraged. Justifiably so. But spoilers, it's hid in the credits of the game. So we'll get to see it again. I don't know if that's a non-lethal drop even for the cat ring. Let's find out together. Okay, we're good. It is done. See, a fall like that in Dark Souls 3 would have fucking killed you. The unkindled ash. He's so weak. As we discussed earlier, storied warriors are the coolest warriors. You'll never be bored with the storied warriors. Alright. If we come here in white tendency, there's a feller here. Skivir the Wanderer, is that his name? Something like that. And he wants to see the Dragon Bone Smasher. So if we bring that to him, he's likely to give us some good. We'll show up and he'll be like, what's that? That's a big sword. You're like, it's the Dragon Bone Smasher. And he's like, oh, I thought it was Cammy's new Ultra combo. You put Smasher at the end of anything and I immediately think of Cammy. It's not the worst association to have, I guess. Alright. Sorry, I don't really have any kind of humorous quips to make falling down a shaft any more entertaining. Oh no, I heard the apartment door open. Which means Tommy. Tommy were declared. I'm like, we could record lots of Dark Souls or Demon Souls unless Tommy were declared. And then you hear the door creak and you're like, what's that? I'm like, Tommy were declared. I don't have to fight y'all. It's what makes me the hero I am, is that I know when I'm allowed to run away. Joseph Joestar and Real McCoy both. They're the only ones that knew the truth. Alright. Put the fire resist ring back on. Which of these has more fire resist? Definitely the gloom shit. Our official armor, thankfully, has more fire resist as well. Oh yeah, let's not forget, we can cast a heal miracle. It's really slow though. So if we get to the point where we're relying on that as our main heal, we might be in just a tad bit of a scrape. I'm just saying. We really should have upgraded this mace before we came here to do this, so we'd have higher HP regen. But what can you do? You're like, be good at the game? I'm like, oh, well, maybe you can. Maybe you've got good gamer privilege. But some of us have to struggle and try to be good at the game. Some of us spec all of our points into banter and had none left over for gameplay. Just wasting no time getting the shit kicked out of me, you'll notice. I've resorted to eating crescent moongrass during the Flameworker fight, just like the chief predicted. Like clockwork. I wish I could knock him out of that animation. Alright. Wrong thing. This thing. Big grass. Boom. We really do got to touch and go. Because unfortunately, not only is he fucking enormous and have big fiery claws, but when he attacks, he gets to do an AoE as well. Talk about a piece of shit enemy. Oh God almighty, it peeves me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting peeved. Tenfey's getting peeved. Alright, you just let me cast Water Veil, buddy. Oh, it's too late, I'm already moist. Do your worst. Do your worst, I'm already wet. My guy's rolling all fucking hee-honked. What is happening? I think what happened was when I did that and had him locked on, it like pivoted my character. So I was holding up and left to run around that pillar and get away from him, but it made my character run more like that. Now, I accept full responsibility for the shitty performance. You know, it's my fault that I died. I'm not trying to be like, oh, Johns, it was a controller. But I'd like to explain to you all why it happened so you can understand. It's less painful that your Uncle Tenfey's bad at video games if you at least understand why he is. Let's go upgrade that mace before we do anything else. Normally I wouldn't, but we teleport so fast now that I don't mind. Yep, sorry Dollface, I ain't got an area soul in my pocket. We gotta go. Oh, we were already in the correct area. I just realized. He shouldn't need the red hot demon soul, which spoilers the flame lurker drops, to upgrade that shit. Or the... Hopefully, if he doesn't need it to upgrade the Moonlight Greatsword, the only downside to not directly going back to the flame lurker is if I manage to die We dropped like what? It was like 17,000 souls. Which, I mean, once again, is not a terrible amount. I might have one of my maids or wenches go to pick it up. In a very exaggerated manner. But, you know. Remember, I'm LARPing as Earl of Cloves, by the way. Don't forget it. Hey, sweet cheeks. Alright. So let's see here. It is faint stone. Cool. So we could probably get, hopefully, 2, but maybe 1 upgrade to it. It looks like he's either... The Moonlight Greatsword's not listed, so I don't know if that's because he needs the Red Hot Demon Soul to upgrade it, or if it's because we don't have any colorless Demon Souls in our pockets at the moment. Alright, I gotta eat a couple of souls real quick. It's like if you said, hey, let me go hit up the ATM and then I'm gonna buy a bunch of shit, and the guy was like, whatever. Loser. Fucking poser. And you're like, dude, I'm trying to give you money. Stop being an asshole. I don't think that was enough. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. You might not have noticed from my regal vestiges, but I'm the Earl of Cloves. You've probably never heard of it in your little backwater town. Alright, blessed be the mace yet again. You don't... Oh, I need 4. Damn. I thought I needed 2 and I had 4. Oh, you know, I fucking crestfallen again. It might be time. We might have to prove the ghost of our father, the Earl of Cloves Sr., correct. It might be time to start using a shield. I don't know about Cloudstone upgrades, but we might as well upgrade this fucking shield. Oh wait, I always never have the right amount. Can I at least upgrade this? Okay, good. It wasn't a complete... We could make it a moon spear. A crescent moon spear, mayhap? No, I just want to get it to maximum power. Is my goal. Cool beans, baby. We don't have enough to get it to +8. But a lot of people say short spear +7 was the best in the series.
I'm busy.
Fine, I want to talk to you anyway, stupid. Oh no, I missed that elevator. It's so awkward. I have to stand here for a second. Yeah, dumbass. Boys, at least he knew that I fucking told him right at the last second. Where do you get faint stone in this game, by the way? I forgot to get off at my stop, and now I have to ride the whole transit again. Oh no, that means I'm going to go past him again, and it'll be awkward. I won't do it. Ho-ho! It was dangerous, but it was worth it to avoid the social awkwardness. I guess you just move around. I like your barbecue grill. Boom. Beep. What else could help us against that guy? Oh yeah, we need to gain... How many levels to get 11 strength? I'm still mad about it. Whew, it's just 2 levels. So we need roughly... so around 20,000, we'll say, would get me there. Can I eat enough to gain 20,000 souls? That's the thing. Oh, I need to buy more fucking grass, too. The mid-level grass you can get from Grave Robber Bilge. Oh, I never freed him. We're going in such a weird slapdash order, but we'll eventually get where we're going. All roads lead to me killing the Flame Lurker eventually.
I'm keeping a close watch.
Alright, so don't need that anymore. Oh yeah, we can go get a colorless demon soul too. Cool. Don't need this big club or this big axe. I guess we're not going to wear the wizard's clothes anymore now that we've class changed, son. I'm going to see which of these rings you can trade to the crow to get items. That's why I haven't just put them in storage to get them out of my way yet. Don't need you. When did I pick up 6 black pine resin? As long as I got water veil, I don't really need these things. Cool,
You
cool.
have a heart of gold.
I like that she's down here hanging out with Stockpile Thomas, even if she's doing it very awkwardly. Should we go ahead? Yeah. To have the best time against those skeletons, we need to go ahead and gain those 2 levels. And so we can hold that fucking shield up finally. Alright, storied warriors, don't let me down. I'm going to use one of you at a time. So you're 2,000 each. Not quite enough. Legendary warriors give 8,000. I like it. Well, the legendary hero is going to get us way past our goal, but that'll give us souls to spend on grass later. Yeah, boys. Alright, here we go. Oh god, it hurts. It hurts! The chief. You know the chief is pleased though. He's like, look, if you'd equipped that damn shield at the start. I put it in the wrong hand. We could have avoided this whole fucking charade. Alright, we're going to have to put the silver catalyst over here, because it's like not our primary thing anymore. And we're never going to, whenever we want to shoot magic, we don't really need that sword equipped at the same time anyway. Whew. I mean, does it match our outfit at the very least? Not really. We might find a cooler shield later that hopefully only takes 11 strength to be able to wield. Alright, I gotta go see a man about grave robbing. I get the best deals. I know a guy. He gets them wholesale from graves. What's the best way to get to him? If we come from this side, I think we can fall down into the main area and not have to go all around the cliff facings anymore. Now, normally Grave Robber builds, if we'd actually freed him earlier, before we killed the Abjugator and left this area, he's actually right below where we just warped in. But unfortunately, he's locked in a jail cell. You'll never guess who tricked him into going in there and locked him in. I'll give you a hint. His name rhymes with Blatches. Boom! And pow! Remember when you were a threat to me? Those were the good old days, weren't they? Remember when I was still but a man? Before I wielded the moonlight itself. Instead of fighting evil by moonlight, we're fighting evil with moonlight. Now, sometimes we run from a real fight, but it's very tactical. He is the one named Earl of Cloves. God damn you. I don't need to be moist right now. It's my impression of a hot lady when she's in class at college and she has a moment where she thinks about something. She thinks about Jeff Goldblum sitting in the back of that Jeep in Jurassic Park 1. And she just yells out, I don't need to be wet right now. Okay. Oh no. Oh no! You little fucking piece of shit. God, Miyazaki must be fucking shitting his pants laughing. It's like that scene in 8 Crazy Nights where that old man tells that terrible joke. Is there really not a spot where I can drop down and be back over there? Really? I thought for sure. Guess I gave Miyazaki too much credit, son. It's my own fault, really. It's just, I shouldn't have expected so much of you, Miyazaki. I put you under too much pressure by thinking you were good at making video games. And for that, I apologize. Well, it'll be quicker to just go to the damn Archstone and warp. We have to face the entranceway skeletons, but for once, like, we're properly equipped to fight them, because I'll be able to block their bullshit roll attack and then just obliterate them with this moonlight sword. I kind of like the... I just teleported to where I'm standing. I wonder if that ever happened in Nightcrawler. It really is nifty how fast the game loads. Oh my god, you can't overstate it. What ring am I wearing? I was about to say. What's the best thing against these assholes? Regenerating. Sure. I hear him coming. Oh no, what happened? Huh? Did I become powerful all of a sudden? Did I unlock my Bankai while you were standing around being a smug piece of shit? Talking down to me? Now I feel like number one. And finally, the game is fun. Living out your fantasy of pissing off Miyazaki. Just imagine that set to the tune of Now You Feel Like Number One, which is the Ichigo's theme from Bleach. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but those are the lyrics. I'm sure at some point in the future, a techno remix will exist that somebody will have made of it. It's fucking amazing how good a time we're having. It was a struggle. I'm glad you all stuck through the Tenfey's bad at the game arc to get to the better arc here. It's real hard to recommend this playthrough to people who don't know about Tenfey, because you're like, look, it gets good after like 6 episodes. They're like, 6 episodes? I ain't watching 6 like 20-minute episodes, and you're like, oh, about that. You see, the thing about Tenfey episodes is their quality over quantity. So you get one about every 2 weeks, but it's an hour and a half long. It's like a British television show. You get 3 Tenfey videos a year, but they're all long as shit. What's your favorite series of Tenfey? That joke doesn't really work. I was using series because that's like the British term for seasons in TV shows. But I realized I actually already refer to my series as series. So which means you might have just... Oh no, he knew my one weakness. The world geometry. It feels fucking amazing to just hit R2 and obliterate these piece of shit fucking skeletons you don't understand. I'll never be satiated. And then it sounds like a sky boy needs to be brought down to earth. Who needs to be humbled? Oh, it's not a sky boy, it's an archer. I just swung it impotently. Oh. No, the lock-on broke. It's not my fault. There we go. Peas and carrots, son. I don't like peas and carrots because when I eat peas, or at least I did when I was a kid, I had anaphylaxia, which I didn't know what that was the term for it. I just described it as it made my throat hurt. And then I'd throw up later. Spoilers, most people thought I just didn't want to eat peas. It's a good thing I didn't encounter Miss Pitland from all that. We might as well grab this item down here that I neglected earlier. Hey, buddy boy! Enjoy that soul arrow up your asshole. Cloudstone shard. The Cloud Ruler Temple. Remember Star Fox Adventures? Imagine how great it would be if we'd actually just got Dinosaur Planet. Son. We could be living... That's like the Berenstein versus Berenstein thing. Some people live in the alternate universe where Crystal is a blue cat. And she has a brother named Saber? Was Saber a brother, or were they just good friends? Son. Was Saber her Oni-chan? What are we going to do in the rehashed forced-in Star Fox game, Oni-chan? Secret walls! Hey, shitheel. You didn't think I didn't know about the secret walls. Oh no. We're getting Goblin Slayered again. Oh no. Miyazaki knew that I was going to be here one day with this weapon, so he had to design the environment to stop me. You finally stepped outside where I'm all powerful. One boy needs to be taunted into action. I'll just kill him with magic. Okay, you nicked me once. Congratulations. You're the hero of the year. I kind of still want this thing equipped. Which means I won't be able to easily cast heal. That's a Tater's roll. We're in Tater's roll if we try to put all this shit on. I mean, we could just wear the Regenerator's ring and not fucking worry about it. Sounds like the mature adult thing to do, right? I thought for sure there was a skeleton there that needed killing. And we found it.
You saved me. Heavens, I can't believe I fell for that trap. I suppose I owe you now. I'm obliged. It's thanks I can provide you with useful food. Who couldn't do with a little help down in these parts?
What a businessman, son.
The shrine was used that they have long perished. At least here you're killing things that are already dead. That's what I like about that, and then killing those poor soul-starved humans.
Son, look at that. He has a heart of gold. Okay, good. He sells good grass. Scimitars and short bows. No, I don't dabble in things like that. You might not have noticed, but I am royalty. I'm a grown-ass royal. I use magic and magic swords. Okay. We want... How many of these could we buy? 17 and 35. Let's buy at least 10 of these. And that lets us buy 15 of these. If we buy at least 10 of you, how many of you can we get? 2, and then you gives me that. Look at that. I'd say we did a fairly good job buying items.
May we have a long and fruitful relationship.
He's giving him such a dismissive look, and he immediately turned away. He's like, as if I would ever dare to speak with you again. You horrid man. You belong in this prison cell. I like it. I've played all the way up to here, and just now do I give Earl of Cloves a voice, and it's quite pompous. We know he just puts on airs, though. Putting on airs is the ye old royal term for being tsundere. It's like, it's not like I want to bequeath you a township or anything, Baka. Heavens forbid. Okay. I think we might finally be ready to give the Flame Lurker one more good guy. One more crack at that Flame Lurker, son. It's a damn shame that I'm going to end the episode right here as I run towards the Archstone Shard, and you're going to have to wait till the next day when the next episode comes out. Unless you're watching from the future, you lucky son of a bitch. If you're a smug future man, feel free to leave it in the comments, son.